South Anchorage High School. Today is February 3rd, and it is a Wednesday, and we've got a couple sports coming up this weekend. Starting with boys C and JV basketball, that's going to be at Chugiak from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Tonight. We also have a few sports coming up this weekend. We've got girls and boys varsity basketball from 5:30 to 9 p.m. at Chugiak High School as well. And lastly, we have boys C and JV basketball, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. here at South. All right. Sadly, Dr. Allman is not with us today, but he did leave this lovely video for us to play.
Happy Wednesday, February 3rd, South. I'm coming to you once again from video through the den with some updates. First would be I sent a survey out on Monday to all students and parents. That survey is meant to collect information so that we know what kind of quarter 4 learning program every student wants. That would include in-person return to school. We hope to also have a middle ground option where students can still keep South teachers yet don't have to report to school. And then, of course, ASD virtual and homeschool options still exist. So again, please take a look at email or text messages that was sent on Monday just after the noon hour. And we do need really good results. The survey closes Friday, so you do have 2 more days to make a decision. But our counselors and administrative team, as well as our teachers, definitely want that information so that we know who to anticipate coming back to school. And on that note, the timeline for return to school for quarter 4 was shared officially yesterday. All freshman students will come back to South High School who have selected the in-person option on Monday, March 15th. So that's the Monday directly following spring break. And then the remaining students, sophomores, juniors, and seniors who have selected the in-person program will come back on Tuesday, March 16th. There is one caveat to that. If you are traveling on spring break, you will be required, based on state mitigation protocol, to quarantine for 5 days, as well as get a negative test, a COVID test, when you return to the airport. So we'll work on a plan so that you can learn from home so that you don't get behind that first week. But please do be aware that since we do appear to be coming back on the 15th, there will be some quarantine requirements for students who have traveled out of state over spring break. Also, the vaccines are starting to be given again this week. I think we anticipate educators starting to get vaccinated starting in late February or March. That's been backed up a little bit, but still hopeful that that gives us a little bit more freedom as we return to school. And I think with that, that's pretty much it. I guess I would also mention that if you didn't watch the school board meeting last night, or you have not been paying attention to the budget, the first reading of the budget did happen last night. And if you want to look at that YouTube video and not watch the entire thing, you can fast forward the video to 1 hour and 50 minutes. And that's where the chief financial officer, as well as the superintendent, the associate superintendent, and others talk about the budget for next school year. It's kind of important to be aware of those things because it does influence what we can offer at South High School. With that, have a great Wednesday.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Allman. We've got a couple of movies coming up this weekend. First, this Friday, we have Bedtime Stories at 6 p.m. and we have The Waterboy at 9 p.m. And then we also have movies this Saturday, February 6th, and that is going to be Grown Ups at 6 p.m. and Happy Gilmore at 9 p.m. Hopefully, we really appreciate it if you bought tickets this weekend. It's going to sponsor the seniors' graduation and the juniors' prom. All right, one last thing before we sign off today. If you wanted to watch last night's school board meeting, the link is going to be put in the chat right now. That's it for today. Follow us at Sahs The Den for more updates, and check back next week. Keep your claws sharp, Wolverines.